to take out a page out of Richmond. Joining us now, one of the members responsible for that, House member from Virginia Beach's 82nd District, House member Bill DeSteph. Great to have you with us.
John, great to be here this morning. What a beautiful day.
Well, it beats the rain and the ice and everything we've had. I see the sun is peeking through. Delegate DeSteph, how would you summarize the 2015 General Assembly session?
Well, I would say it was a very successful session. We adjourned a day early, saving the taxpayers $187,000. We passed a balanced budget. We did some tremendous things for our teachers, for our schools, for the roads and transportation budget of the future. I've got to tell you, John, this was a great year. We have accountability in transportation. We've strengthened our schools. We made colleges more accessible and affordable. We really focused this year on how to get things done, how to get it done early, how to get it done right. We focused on how to get taxes reduced. We focused on how to deregulate. We focused on how to clarify laws and language in the code so there's less litigation. It's clear, easily understood information. And we did this all in a short session, John. In a short session, we balanced our budget. We adopted a balanced budget. We put more money into the rainy day fund. We did things this year that truly helped structure and lead Virginia for the future.
And what about crowdfunding, right?
We got crowdfunding approved. Delegate Scott Taylor and Delegate Glenn Davis, who was, I believe, the co-patron of the bill, one of them, and I was one of the co-patrons of the bill. We did crowdfunding I believe I was one of the co-patrons of that bill, but we got crowdfunding through for individuals who are doing startup businesses. We've got it approved for Uber and Lyft now to operate in the state of Virginia.
Right.
We truly got a lot of things focused on and structured that we've been working on for the last year. We did the little vape that they smoke in the electronic cigarettes. We have a bill that was passed, one of my bills, and it put child protective, tamper-resistant caps on all of those. So just a tremendous amount of things for the safety and security of our citizens in Virginia. And we truly, in 45 days, we put together all of this stuff and nailed it. This year was a great, great year for us.
Why can't Washington take a page out of Richmond?
Well, I've got to tell you, we've got a Republican-led Senate and a Republican-led House of Delegates. If you remember last year, the budget was literally held in stalemate until the Republicans took charge. Once the Republicans took charge, what happened? Within 7 days, we had a passed balanced budget. We literally went through over, I think it was 300 or 400 bills that had been sat on in committees and just sat on, and they did nothing with them until the Republicans took charge. And I don't want to say, like in the House of Representatives, if we had a Republican Senate and a Republican House with a Democratic president, I think you would see a lot more get done when we took over the House. I think if we had all three, you would see tremendous things done. But with our governor, where he focuses on economic development, we've been working hand in hand with him. But we spent a lot of time focusing on how do we fix government, how do we make it more effective, more efficient, how do we create an environment for our businesses and families to thrive, and that's what we did this year. We created an environment for our businesses and families to thrive.
Look, it's just hard to argue with the success that you've had. Now, what about, let me just ask you this, Delegate DeSteph. There's a number of Tea Party people out there complaining about the speaker or complaining that you guys didn't lower taxes or didn't give money back. And, it seems to be kind of a specious argument to me.
Well, if they sat with me in our finance committee, I can show you how last year we killed $4.7 billion worth of new taxes. This year we killed right over $6 billion in new taxes. I think it was $6.8, $6.9 billion in new taxes. So when you say, how do we not cut taxes? Well, we stop them from being imposed on the citizens and businesses of the state of Virginia. That's how we stopped it.
So I don't want to get off on a tangent, but when you've got certain primary challenges, like Speaker Bill Howell is getting a primary challenge from someone who is saying that, that the Republican majority has raised taxes. Other than the transportation compromise, which, I thought was absolutely essential to Virginia's infrastructure, I don't see evidence of it. I mean, is it just me?
I don't either. And let's hit specifics. Let me give you one example of something you can't put a number on. Last year, there was a bill put in front of Finance. It would have created a health care. It would have allowed anyone who volunteers for the city, anyone on a board or commission for a city, county, or town, it would have allowed them to go on to the city, county, or town's health insurance. Okay, and the city, county, or town would have had to pay for that person who volunteered for the city's health insurance. Think about that for a minute. That would truly bankrupt our cities, counties, or towns if everyone took advantage of something like that. And when they talked about volunteer, it could be picking up trash for 15 minutes or an hour once a year. So that was one thing. This year, we had the governor had proposed putting where it's $40 for I think it's $40 and $50 for health inspection fees on our delis and restaurants. He had talked about raising that up to, I believe it was $450 and $350. When you raise taxes like that, you say, oh, well, this business can afford it. Well, maybe so, but guess what? They really can't, and guess where that money's going to be passed on to? The consumer in that sandwich. That's
Absolutely.
where it's going to be passed on to.
Yeah, I mean,
every meal you have. We already have the highest taxes on our food in the country. I think we're second to New York, but it's ridiculous.
I don't see it.
We need to focus on continuing the direction we're going with lowering taxes and stopping the new taxes from being a burden on our citizens.
Well, I mean, that is what the Republican-controlled House of Delegates has done. So I'm just not seeing the other argument, and I can't find any specifics that back it up either. We're with Delegate Bill DeSteph from the 87th District. He's a Republican, Virginia Beach. Now, you announced your candidacy for State Senate, District 8. Jeff McWaters deciding to step down. You've been in the House for one term, 2 sessions. Why move now? What inspired this race?
Well, Jeff has done a fabulous job up there.
Yes.
He truly has.
Yes.
Jeff has been a friend for a long time. I think the world of him. When Jeff decided it was time to move on, I looked at it this way. I thought I could continue doing what I've done in the House, in the Senate, and continue representing where when I was on city council, I represented 450,000 people roughly for the entire city of Virginia Beach. In the House, I represent 82,000. In the Senate, I'll represent 220,000. It's just more of the same, common sense, good governance, getting it in there, helping the citizens, working on constituent issues, doing the right thing, and making things happen. We do a lot of things for whether it's for the grade schoolers who send in their artwork for us to display in the Capitol, whether it's the children in one of our schools, when they forget a pencil, we make sure they've got pencils in the schools. Just little crazy things like that we do throughout the district. And I think it's time we expand what we're doing in our district to a larger district, and that's why I'm running for Senate, and that's why we're going to do it at the Senate level. I'm known for constituent services. I help everybody everywhere. This will allow us to expand our constituent outreach tremendously. 2.5 times what we're doing now. We're ready for it. I used to do the entire city. Now I'll be down to half of the city as a senator, and I'm looking forward to it.
How is that district? Share with our audience, if you look at 2012, did Obama carry it? No,
not at all. The district is between 52 and 58% Republican, depending on how you look at it. It has always been a very, very, very strong Republican district. I don't think that changes. But, here's where I come in. I've got people who vote for me who are Republicans, who are independents, and who are Democrats. Mm-hmm. The reason they vote for me is my constituent services, my outlook on life, and to be honest with you, I focus on good government, lower taxes, creating an environment for our businesses and families to thrive. Notice the thing I'm not saying here. I don't focus on social issues. Mm-hmm. Not one of the issues I focus on. I just want people to be happy. Mm-hmm. And the things I can truly affect and I can truly help are making sure that our businesses and families have an opportunity and an environment where they can thrive. Anything I can do to make that happen, I do.
Do you anticipate right now challenges to your being the nominee?
Absolutely. There's already a Democrat running. There's a second or third Democrat names I've heard. There's one or two Republican challengers that I've heard of. I'm not sure what it's going to look like. I will tell you, as you've seen me campaigning now 3 times in the past, you've probably not seen many people. I've never seen anyone outwork me on the ground, and I've never seen anyone have better constituent services. So I'm out there working it all the time, every day, but I enjoy this. I enjoy working with our residents. I enjoy working with our businesses. I enjoy working with our citizens. I enjoy going to our Boy Scout Eagle Awards. I enjoy making sure that whatever we can do to make life a little bit easier, a little bit better for people, we do. We've got folks who are looking for jobs. If you remember my last 2 campaigns, we would always be out there trying to help people find jobs. Employers who are looking to employ people, we'd line up one on both sides. Mm-hmm. We forward probably 20 to 30 resumes a week out to a group of businesses that I associate with, and literally hiring people. Chris Kettner on his show back, I want to say 3 years ago, he kept track of every job between his show and the links I was putting up and the employers. And this was in a tough time. I mean, this was back, actually it was 4 years ago. We had put in less than a year almost 600 people to work.
Really?
So that's pretty good stuff,
yep.
Matching people up.
One thing I will agree with you based on my personal experience, you're not going to get outworked. I can guarantee you that. So, Delegate DeSteph, if people want more information on your candidacy for State Senate, Republican District 8 for the seat of retiring Jeff McWaters, where do they go?
BillDeSteph.com. We're actually turning it over. We'll have the new website up this week. It's my delegate website, but we're switching it over to the Senate side, but BillDeSteph.com. And just about everybody out there should have my email address. Go to BillDeSteph.com. It's right there. You can hit info@BillDeSteph.com or bill@BillDeSteph.com, and pretty much that gets to us, and we're able to help out and work things out.
All right. That's going to be the final word. What a time. We want to thank Delegate Bill DeSteph, trying to be Senator Bill DeSteph. He'll be running to be the nominee to start with that in District 8 for the retiring Jeff McWaters. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, sir. Have a fabulous day, John.